So you want to play Botmon? I'm HangEight, and this is the beginner's guide to Botmon on Hypixel SmashHeroes. Botmon is the fourth character in the Emerald Shop, and he's the fourth and final character on the right hand side in the front row of 4 here. Botmon is the second range character in the game. His jab, which is your left click primary, does 2 damage. Your right click, which is throw Batarang, will throw out 3 Batarangs in front of you, each of which do 4 damage. These have a cooldown of 1.5 seconds. Your secondary is Bot Claw, which grapples towards the targeted block when you look at it. It has about a 48 block range, and when you activate your Bot Claw, you will begin to throw out Bot Bombs. 3 damage for 6 of them, and the Bot Claw has a cooldown of 9 seconds. Your passive is Bot Glide. It requires 80 energy, and when you double jump for the first time, you will travel in that direction wherever you were looking for about 25 blocks. You can tell all the bats that surround you is when you activate your Bot Glide. Your ultimate is the Botmobile, which when activated will last for 10 seconds and will do 8 damage as you fly around in the flying Botmobile to ram into your enemies.
Prepare for the awesome
Humanity!
Get wrecked.
That has a cooldown of 120 seconds. So Botmon is a character all about recovery. You'll notice he has lots of moves that aid him in moving around the map. So if I were to get knocked off here, I can use my Bot Glide up, double jump, use my Bot Claw to do this, get sent up, and I'm already back on the map. The thing about Bot Claw is you have to be careful. If you're in the air and you try and use your Bot Claw, and then you're still in the air to use it again, I use it here, trying to save myself from the map. If I glide up, double jump, if I try and use my claw again, you can see in the chat, you have to touch the ground before using it a second time, so you can't use it twice. But your Bot Glide can be used an infinite amount of times as long as you have the required 80 energy. As Botmon, the most common way to play is to be in the air a lot of the time. So if that's my opponent, I can look up, Bot Glide, start shooting him, while raining down on him, throw bombs, cancel it out, and I can even go back up as I have enough energy for another Bot Glide, and I'm raining down my Batarangs on him the entire time. This is very effective as it helps keep distance from other enemies. So say if they're playing a melee character like Cake Monster or Sergeant Shield, which has a tough time getting close to you, then it'll be a lot more difficult for them to get close to you, as you're going to be able to keep them away much more effectively, and your Batarangs do a good amount of knockback to be able to space your enemies away. Now, you can also play Botmon on the ground, and you're going to try and basically do the same thing, but keep your enemies as far away from you as possible. So if I'm going to be on the ground, I'm going to try and go like this, and if he was jumping out in the air, I'd be trying to basically backing up a lot to try and get your enemies away, and if things start to get a little too scary, then you can just Bot Glide up and away, double jump, and if you really need to escape from something fast, you can go down and then go under the map, Bot Glide back up, and you're back on the map. Botmon is all about recovery and staying on the map. So you're going to find it's best to try and play around that, because that's your strength, and characters that have very poor mobility are going to struggle against Botmon. A tip for when using your Botmobile. While doing so, you want to keep throwing your Batarangs and punching at the same time to get as much damage as possible. This will help to get players knocked back even further, as the knockback from the Botmobile and the Batarangs will multiply and do even more knockback and just get that slight more damage off.
Prepare for
the
awesome Holy smash crystals.
And I'm gliding back onto the map safe and sound. You pretty much always want to use your Bot Glide for height or to get back on the map. because you cannot stop it once you've activated it. So say if I were to double jump while looking down, I can't stop this and it carries me all the way down. And if there was some fighting going on down there, or even if I were to accidentally go down into the void, it's going to be hard to recover from that, as that's an ability you normally used for recovery. If I were to send myself down to the void, all of a sudden I can't stop this. I can't get up because I'm Botmon. But when you use your bot glide, if you keep spamming your double jump, you will use up your double jumps while doing the bot glide, and they will have no effect, which oftentimes will lead to you falling into the void because you think, oh, I still have my double jumps, but you don't, because you can still use them. So say if I do my bot glide, you heard 2 other sounds, I no longer have any double jumps because I use them in my bot glide, but they didn't make any difference because the bot glide will carry the momentum no matter what. So you always want to be careful while using your bot glide, and once your bot glide is done, then use your other double jumps. Also, when aiming your batarangs, you don't want to aim directly at the person, especially if they're moving quickly. You want to aim kind of where they are going to be, as that's going to help you be more successful in actually landing your shots. To say if Mr. Gold was just running around, he was jumping around all crazy like, and I'm trying to aim directly at him, most of the shots aren't going to hit.
Ow.
Because I'm close to him, they're going to hit. But you have to gauge the distance, because now if I try and shoot directly at him from farther away, they're not going to hit, but I have to try and predict where he's going to go. So say if I throw it there, that one was able to hit, throw it there, that one was able to hit, that one was able to hit. I missed those ones. And you always have to be kind of careful on like your aiming, depending on like, because there's that second of delay. There's about 1.5 seconds in between each time you can use them. So you always want to be mindful of when you can actually use your shots. If he's moving and he'll stop moving during the cooldown and I have nothing to throw, and then I have to gauge where he's going to be, so when I throw my next ones, I'm actually able to hit him.
Get ready, go!
Botmon, Botmon, I still care about you. Oh, Botmon, oh,
Prepare for the awesome
Botmon, I love you.
Now, holy smash crystals.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Tune in next time where we're going to go over Tin Man and all the epic things that you can do with Tin Man. Thanks for watching and have a good night.